Good morning.
Good morning, half-ass travelers. We are in Moab, Utah, and in the last episode, we took you on a full-day adventure doing Jeep tours and canyons and scenic overlooks, and that was about 8 hours, right? It was a long day, but what happens if you don't have that much time? In this video, we're going to be talking about two, what we would consider half-day excursions. They're about 20 minutes each away from Moab, so they're in striking distance, and you can complete each of them within a couple hours. So if you don't have that much time, this gives you something to do. So join us on our trip.
Hey there, I'm Rose.
And I'm Dan. And we are the Half-Ass Travelers. The first half-day trip that we're going to be doing today, this is the Corona Arch. Now, the Corona Arch trailhead is about 20 minutes outside of Moab. It's a beautiful drive right along the Colorado River, and the trail is about 1.5 miles each direction. There's about 400 feet of elevation change, and at the end of it is actually two beautiful arches. You got Bowtie Arch and you've got Corona Arch. There's also a side trail if you want to extend for another mile that'll take you to Pinto Arch. I think today we're just going to be going to Bowtie and Corona, and we are taking our hiking poles with us because we hear some parts it's a little steep, although there are some guide wires, and there's one ladder. I think it's only like 5 rungs though that you have to climb. So join us on our adventure. Let's go. At the top of the first uphill section, which is basically steps carved out of the rock, there's a sign-in book. There's also a trail marker, and we're going to be crossing the railroad tracks. These are the same railroad tracks that we saw heading into the potash area, and they use these tracks to transport the salt from that area out so where it can be transported to other parts of the country where it's being sold. Same railroad tracks. We were hoping to see a train, but doesn't look like it's in the cards today. You'll see these little green marks along the trail, and those help you find your way, especially in areas like this where there's a lot of like little rock scrambles to do. So that's how you keep your way. Just under half a mile into the trail, you're going to come across this sign. This is the first of two places where the trail splits off. That will take you to Pinto Arch up there. We're going to continue on to Corona. One thing to keep in mind when you're hiking this trail, there's not a lot of shade. There's no trees. If you're hiking this in the summertime or when full sunlight, you're gonna wanna make sure you bring plenty of water. Pace yourselves, you don't wanna get heat exhaustion or heat stroke. Luckily, we picked a cloudy day. It is June, but it's nice and cool. We came early in the morning. I think we started our hike around 7:30 a.m. and it's cloudy, so that contributes to this cool breeze that we're feeling. It's very refreshing, but you're not going to get that all the time. Just keep that in mind. It's a beautiful trail. We just rounded a corner, and up there in the rocks, we think that's Bowtie Arch. We're going to get a lot closer on the trail, but it looks like there's an arch up there. All right, at one point in the trail, you're going to have to ditch your hiking poles, or at least stow them. The trail takes a turn.
Where? Up there?
Up there.
Oh.
Oh, okay. You want me to film you and catch you?
Well, what's more important? The filming?
Hang on, I'm thinking about it. Luckily, there's some footholds there. Very graceful, Rose. Very graceful.
Don't zoom in on my butt.
It's very much like you've done this before. Come on, let's get the victory symbol. There you go. What'd you find, a ladder, hon?
I did.
Yeah. 5 rungs, just like they said.
Guess it's time. All right.
It is a beautiful valley. Valley/canyon. Right after you come up the ladder, you're rewarded with these views. There's a sort of natural bridge over here. That is Bowtie Arch up there, and then Corona Arch.
Pretty cool,
right there.
huh?
That is a big arch. And we've been to Arches National Park. This one puts them all to shame, except for the double arch. Double arch is pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so Bowtie Arch is smaller than Corona, but when you get to this spot where you see the
hole,
the black coming down, and it's beautiful. You can see where it gets its name. It's kind of narrow in the middle and wide on each end. Yeah, it's very cool. Rose,
really?
You liking? You like?
Love it.
Worth the climb?
Absolutely.
Once you reach the top, make sure you take at least a few minutes
To just reflect.
Yeah, just reflect on the beauty of this place. It's gorgeous.
Oh, there's an echo.
Rose, I think this is the guardian of the arch.
It is.
What do you think? We're gonna call him the guardian of the arch?
It is.
Okay. Well, we've spent our time here at the Arch and loved every minute of it. But unfortunately, now it's time to head back down.
Yep.
Look how disappointed Rose is. But that's okay. It's a nice hike.
It was awesome.
The entire trail took us right around, it was almost exactly 2 hours up and back, and we were goofing around a little bit. So combine that with the 20 minutes each way to town, and you're under 3 hours. So if you're looking for a day trip hike, this is definitely one to consider. We do recommend you come early, especially on the weekends, because the parking lot fills up. Even now when we left, it was almost full, even on a day like today. But make sure you've got plenty of water, especially if it's a hot summer day and the sun is out. And I don't know, you have any recommendations for us?
Yeah, and if you have weak knees and hips and ankles, I would recommend bringing your hiking poles.
Oh yeah, the hiking poles came in handy. Now, when we got to the chain part where we had to climb up, we could carry them on the way up because we only needed one hand, but on the way down we threw them down, and then we did the descent. All right, we're on our way back into Moab. We're gonna go get gas, and then we're gonna show you a second day trip that you can do if you've only got limited time in Moab. The half-day trip we're going to be doing now requires a 4x4 high clearance vehicle to go the full distance. We have a Jeep, and that's what we're going to be using for the trip. It's just outside of town. If you're looking for the road to get there, you're going to go, if you're going south through town, you make a right before the McDonald's and just follow that road. It's going to take us on the eastern bank of the Colorado River. Everything we've done so far has been on the west bank. Now we're going on the eastern bank, and we're going to follow that around until we get to Hunter Canyon. There's a petroglyph there. We're going up by Chicken Corners, Cane Springs, and eventually, if we make it that far, Hurrah Pass or somewhere thereabouts. We're not really sure how far we're going to be able to go. But you're gonna find out as we do. Let's go. You ready, Rose? She's psyched. We're gonna call this one Jenga Rock. It's so narrow at the bottom, at the base. That's the Ledge B campground down there, and just past that is where we found Jenga Rock. Right there. It's a beautiful area. We've reached the Ledge E campground on this road, and when you get here, the road forks and giving you the option to go to Cane Creek or Chicken Corners and Hurrah Pass. Actually, we were just discussing it, and we probably would have been able to do this road up till this point. Maybe Ledge C, where Jenga Rock was. We could probably do that in a regular car. I mean, look, there's a Subaru. I mean, that's a four-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive, but it doesn't have the ground clearance. We really haven't had a need for ground clearance up to there. So if you're looking to do just this portion of the trail, you'll have no problem in whatever kind of vehicle. But we are going to go straight here. We're going to go to Chicken Corners, Hurrah Pass. That's the direction we're headed. We'll see how far we get. What are you, nervous?
Yeah.
Where you guys from?
South Florida.
All right.
We don't get a lot of this.
Yeah, I bet.
Careful, watch your step.
You really want me to watch my step.
Well, I do. Somebody's got to drive the Jeep.
And that's pretty far down there. Once you pass that Ledge E campground, it gets the trail becomes very technical. You definitely need a high clearance all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive vehicle. But this is the payoff once you get up here. It's beautiful.
Kind of scary.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't think I want to go out any further.
Let me show them what's down over the edge. Yeah, that's pretty far. All right, we decided that we're not going to go all the way to Chicken Corners? Or we're not going to go all the way over there. We made a detour and we stopped at the Wind Caves. Now, depending on how much time you have, you may not want to come all the way this far. If you just went as far as Hurrah Pass, the views are beautiful up there. And the trail coming down here is really rough, and there's a little bit of rock climbing. So nothing that more than a stock Jeep can handle. But other than that, it's a little hairy in spots. But here's the Wind Caves. We're gonna go explore those. Actually, we're calling this Wind Caves because we saw the sign for Wind Caves, but actually this is Catacomb Rocks on your Google Maps. If you look that up, Catacomb Rocks.
Yep.
Is actually where we are. We don't know if there's a separate Wind Cave or not. We're gonna take a look around a bit this area and just see what we can find. We're exploring. What'd you find, Rose?
Come on, it's really awesome. Look at that side.
Ooh.
How cool is that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what's here. Oh, I don't know, but it's really dark in here. Let me see. I gotta turn my flashlight on. Oh, you can't go up. Nope, it's a dead end.
Mm. This goes through. Rose, look. Oh, I feel the wind coming through. I feel it right here. I don't hear any bats. Dead end. Got a dead end here. Yeah, let's see how dark it gets when I turn off the headlight. Well, it gets pretty dark in here. Catacomb Rocks, wow. There are caves in there, all kinds of secret passages. Just want to make sure you bring a flashlight. Like, we happen to have one of the headlamps in the hiking gear, so we were able to go a little bit deeper into the caves. There's also, looks like there's caves all along these cliffs. We're going to check them out too. But this whole area, you could spend hours playing around in here. If you got kids, they would love it here. But if you only have a half day, I would limit your time here. Well, greetings from the campground in Moab. Yeah, we made it back from the Catacomb Rocks. It took a little over an hour to make it all the way back to Moab. We were going at a good pace with the Jeep. We were feeling a lot more confident about a lot of the obstacles that were on the road. Rose, what did you think of that drive out there? Was that worth it for a half-day trip out to Catacombs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little bit rough, but it was amazing.
But if you don't have the Jeep, even that first bit of canyon up till the campgrounds is a beautiful drive.
Oh yeah.
But once you get up to Hurrah Pass, that view down over the potash ponds and Dead Horse Point in the distance, and oh my God, the Colorado River at the bottom, that just unbelievably gorgeous views.
Yeah.
And for a half-day trip out of Moab, you just can't beat it. So we hope you enjoyed those two ideas for half-day trips. They were completely different ideas. One's a hike and one's a Jeep trail. But we hope you enjoyed that. We hope it gives you some ideas. If you did enjoy the video, we hope you'll consider subscribing. And if you do, make sure you ring that bell for notifications so you'll be told every time we post a new video. You can also give us a thumbs up. That helps us with the YouTube algorithm. And you can follow us.
Check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
That's right. That way you'll know where we are and you can follow along with us as we go on these great adventures. All right, until the next video, we'll see you.